I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Imagine you're looking at a balancing scale with everything you do for other people on one side and everything you do for yourself on the other side. If it isn't balanced, maybe it's time to spend a little more time on you. And therapy is a great place to start. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist online who can help you find that balance and stick to it. Visit BetterHelp.com/positive to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/positive.
Radio you can touch.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show, starring Bob Lutz.
Who the hell are you? I'd rather go down to the barber shop and ask a guy about ready to get his hair cut what the urgency's like.
Lord knows we need family now more than ever.
Jeff Lutz.
I just don't want to indulge you and I'm the greatest thing in the world every time we're on the show. I'm not going to do that.
You're unbelievable. Judas.
97.5 and 1240 KFH.
It's showtime, baby. You'll go wacko, bananas, nuts, crazy, unbelievable.
Are you ready? Let's go!
All right, we are back. It's hour number 2, the Bob and Jeff Show on a Monday. Bob Lutz, Jeff Lutz co-hosting Max Power, producing engineering back in the East Wichita studio. The IHOP hotline at 869-1240, brought to you by IHOP, now featuring their Daydream Berry Biscuit. Warm and flaky buttermilk biscuit split and filled with creamy cheesecake mousse and a mixed berry topping, topped with purple cream, cheese icing, and powdered sugar.
Wow.
Think about that.
Amazing. We doing this draft now or?
No, 325.
Oh, okay, I'm going to destroy you.
Now, why didn't you go to see Adam Sandler last night? That seems like it'd be right up your alley.
Still kind of getting over stuff.
But you never talked about it. You never.
My daughter wanted to go, and it kind of fizzled out.
Never talked about buying a ticket.
No.
It sounds like it was fun.
I'm sure it was.
Everybody I see on social media is just saying what fun it was.
Is there any word on what the crowd was like? How many people?
I don't know. It looked like it was pretty full.
I'm sure it was. Adam Sandler's a big star.
And he brought in some other stars.
No.
My guy Kevin James.
He brought in some of his friends.
Kevin James is hilarious. And apparently he stole the show. So
by going out and drinking people's beers?
You can
That's the
think
dumbest
whatever
thing
you
I've
want
ever heard of.
about Kevin James.
I don't have material, so let me act like a moron. That's what it kind of sounds like.
What a stick you've got.
I'm just not into
I mean, you're not fun at all.
Maybe not.
Then they showed up at Mike's Wine Dive, apparently. After the show, they kept it open for them. And they were, according to the people
Adam
who were
Sandler
out there.
was there?
Yes.
Dang.
Along with Kevin James.
I don't care about all them. But Adam Sandler was just out in Wichita.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, I mean, listen.
They kept it open for them and other patrons? Or
No,
what?
just them.
Oh, well, I don't care then. If they were hanging out, then yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, it was late on a Sunday.
I get it.
They wanted a place to go get a meal, and they got their meal.
Good for them.
And I'll bet the staff out there, we should have called the staff. Max, call the staff. See if somebody wants to come on and I should be thinking about these things.
Do I need to probably email our Channel 12 people?
No, you don't need to email anybody. You know who had it? Denise Neal, our friend from the Wichita Eagle. Of course, those people are going to call her and let her know. She covers restaurants. They're gone now.
Yeah, I
You
understand.
understand that, right?
I get it,
Yeah,
but
so if you send a crew over there now, they're not going to, Adam, they're not passed out on the kitchen floor.
But we can ask what they were like, what you know.
Well, that's what I'm wanting to ask. I should have
Mike's
been
Wine
thinking
Dive?
about
I've never
that.
even heard of it.
I should have been thinking about that.
Probably.
But I get so caught up in my daily life here that sometimes I drop the ball. But boy, when they told me Kevin James appeared, you know how much I perked up about that.
Well, you're great.
You go back all the way to King of Queens. I remember Adam Sandler being in a couple of those episodes. They've been close for a long time.
No doubt.
I think it's cool.
You said Mike's Wine Dive is the name of the
Quit
place.
worrying about
Is that the name of the place or
I'm not telling you.
I don't have to Google this. Are you kidding me?
I'm not dropping any
Mike's
of that.
Wine Dive. There you go.
Anyway, fun in Wichita last night. Thanks to Adam Sandler. And I like stuff like that. I wish I was younger and more on top of my game. That would have been perfect for me.
It would have been amazing.
Well, I don't know why you have to mock me.
I'm barely listening while I type this email out.
Why wouldn't you have wanted me to enjoy that?
Well, I wish you would have gone. Maybe you should have done that. I wonder if he did the Hanukkah song. I'm sure he did.
I need
We're in
to
the
be
middle
more
of Hanukkah.
aware of stuff like that. Did you watch Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
Thoughts?
I heard that I didn't really pay attention to the opening. I mean, I was watching it. It wasn't like locked in. Everyone said it was historically bad.
It wasn't very good.
I also heard that Cecily Strong was originally whoever was asking the questions, that character. They put out Chloe Trost, but Cecily Strong was in there
Chloe Feynman.
No, it was Trost, Chloe Trost.
I don't know who that is.
She's one of the bit players, but Cecily Strong was out there in dress rehearsal.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
They were going to put her on there, and I think it bombed, so they took her off.
Well, that's too bad.
She's supposed to be on next week or this coming week with Kate McKinnon as host.
Who was the host this week?
Adam Driver.
And the musical guest?
Olivia Rodrigo.
She's good.
She's very talented.
She's the next Taylor Swift. There's a prediction for you.
She's got a different style.
Yeah,
she's a little more controversial.
I'm not saying their styles are the same. I'm saying that if you want to hear somebody who can really sing, yeah, she's trying to figure out who she is, I'm sure, to some degree, but she's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, she's
not
very
as
good.
much as that guy that was on last week. What was his name?
I don't remember.
I've already forgot.
Some bumpkin.
I've already forgot.
Yeah, he was good. I mean, I listened to a couple of his songs. I don't think I watched the music last week, but after you said he was good, I wouldn't heard some. He's all right.
Well, I don't know why you didn't listen to more. Because he's the kind of guy.
Don't have that kind of time.
He's the kind of guy you'd like. Right?
Yeah, he is. He's got that singer-songwriter type of vibe, the acoustic-y stuff. So, yeah, I did enjoy him.
Well, now I can't find the kid's name, which is awful. Just awful radio. And it come on, man. Quit worrying about scoring points for your work.
Well, you know.
And try to score points here. Anyway, 869-1240 is the phone number. A couple NFL games tonight that do not move the needle whatsoever. Do we have any bowl games coming up?
Oh, I hope not. I'm sure we do. It's already December 11th. They should be starting like this week, right?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Is the Boca Raton Bowl this week? The Armed Forces Bowl?
That's why I ask. Army did beat Navy, and then we've got the first bowl game coming up Saturday. A bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them coming up Saturday. And here they are.
Okay.
The Myrtle Beach Bowl, Georgia Southern, and Ohio.
Nope.
Any interest?
No.
The New Orleans Bowl, Jacksonville State and Louisiana.
I'm going to probably skip that one.
The Cure Bowl, Miami of Ohio, 11-2, and Appalachian State. That's not bad.
Decent matchup. Won't watch.
The New Mexico Bowl, the Aggies, 10-4 against Fresno State, 8-4.
Which Aggies?
The New Mexico State Aggies.
I figured.
The L.A. Bowl, UCLA and Boise State, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Couple underachievers this
both
year.
Both teams have lost 5 games. And the Independence Bowl, Cal and Texas Tech, matchup of 6-6 teams.
Yawn.
Not good.
That's terrible.
The first game that you feel like you probably need to watch, doesn't happen for me until
The playoff?
the Las Vegas. Not even that.
What's that matchup?
Utah and somebody. Utah and Northwestern. That doesn't do it for me. Kansas UNLV the day after Christmas.
Well, yeah, you got to pay attention to what KU's doing.
The day after Christmas. That's
Yeah.
the first bowl game I care
That's a
about.
Tuesday.
First bowl game I care about. Thoughts?
Good luck.
You going to watch it?
Probably check
Should we
in
have a
on it.
get-together?
On a Tuesday?
Sure.
I don't know. Day after Christmas, I guess, if you want to.
I'll talk to my wife about it.
Are we having shows that week?
Sure we are. Absolutely. I got shows to make up for. I got bills to pay.
I was going to take some time off of work, but obviously now I can't do that.
I got bills to pay.
Speaking of taking time off, Friday I'll be out.
Why?
My wife is graduating.
Do we need to go to that, by the way?
It's in Hayes. In the
Can
morning.
we just send a card?
Yeah, it's a Hayes on a Friday morning.
What time in the morning?
10?
We'd have to leave at 7.
Yeah, we're going up Thursday night after Aaron's choir concert.
Oh,
Maybe you can
wow.
go to that.
We'll see how we're doing.
This is an hour at most.
It's the final choir concert of her high school career.
I don't think so. I'm sure they'll have one second semester.
Let me speak to choir directors. Should I do this?
What opinion could you possibly have about high school choir?
I remember going to your choir concerts and taking some adorable pictures.
Elementary school, that's not really choir.
Well, whatever it is. I remember being at all that stuff. And religiously, I went. And was mostly bored out of my tears.
Really?
Well, I mean, now
we had a lot of fun doing those.
Isn't now the time to come clean?
30 years later, I
Yeah.
guess. We had a lot of fun
I mean,
doing
once
that.
you snap the photo and you figure out you're not going to be able to hear your kid sing because everybody's singing, and your kid didn't get a solo because he's not good enough.
I don't think we had solos
Yeah,
back
there
then.
were solos.
In elementary school?
Sure there were.
I don't think so.
And you know me, I'm the kind of guy that if my kid's not getting a solo, I'm not happy about it.
I don't think there were solos. I may be wrong. I was in plays. Did you like the plays?
Remind me.
I was Wolfman in one of them. Played a paperboy in another one.
There was a cute mother there at the time.
Whose mom?
I can't tell you that. I was single, and I think most of my attention was diverted.
You didn't like our plays written
Didn't really notice.
written and produced by Val Cheatham.
Didn't really know you had to play.
I had many plays.
Give me one of them.
I don't remember what they were called. Something about a sorcerer.
What did you play? If you didn't play the sorcerer, probably I wasn't
I
interested.
think in that one I was Paperboy, but it might have been Wolfman.
I got no interest in driving across town to
Across
see my
town?
kid play Paperboy.
I guess it was. We were on the east side then.
Right?
I did good.
Well, of course I was there, but
They made a role for me. I was with John Jensen. It was Paper Boy and Paper Girl, but I dominated the audition, and they made it Paper Twin. So I was another Paper Boy.
Well, but what possibly could you have done as Paperboy?
We had some lines. I had some lines. I mean, I auditioned for it, and I got it. John Jensen was like
John Jensen was fantastic.
He was like the class. He was
brilliant.
He was such a suck up. But if you were alongside him at the time, that means you were doing something.
John was rather thin and tall, as I recall.
Yeah.
Had that look of a nerd. Now listen, John, if you're listening today, I'm sure you're doing just
I doubt
fine.
he's listening, but he might be.
But in those days, you know, he kind of had that look.
Who else do you remember?
Perfectly combed hair. John Jensen.
Yeah, John Jensen was good.
Well coiffed.
He tried hard, and we're proud of him for
Well,
that.
he's a nice kid.
Yeah.
I got nothing against John Jensen.
When we had to recite the Gettysburg Address, he came in dressed as Lincoln. He was trying to imitate his
Which
voice.
is fantastic.
Yeah, we don't need all that.
Kudos to his parents, who felt the pride of that I didn't get with Paperboy.
Well, I wasn't
Okay?
I'm not dressing up.
I mean, John Jensen's looking like Abe Lincoln. I got a Paperboy. What do I get?
I did a good job in that role. Remember? You don't remember Wolfman sticking that hair on me?
No.
Okay.
I have no clue.
I thought you'd remember.
I just know that I was there.
Do you remember the time I was in the chorus? Do you remember the time that we were on?
Of course, I don't have a stark memory of it, but I was at everything.
I know.
I remember going to hear you play your violin.
Oh, God.
Being as disappointed as I could possibly
Well, you
be.
could make me out in the violin when we were playing a whole
Yes.
orchestra.
Here's you playing the violin.
My violin was fine. I hated it,
The
but
shriek of your violin.
no, those songs were pretty elementary. I did fine.
I wish you'd have taken to a musical instrument.
I'm taking to the drums right now.
You're back at it.
Well, my wife got me some electronic drums, so yes.
When am I going to hear you play out in public?
I don't know, maybe never, but I'm not bad.
You know, Shannon Great has a band called The Band.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he ask you on stage to play a song with him?
I don't know. Why wouldn't Mike Furchess, maybe?
Well, Mike's got a little pride.
Does he?
Shannon, no pride.
Well, why don't you go sing Sad Cafe and I'll play the drums?
I don't know if I have a voice anymore. I'm hesitant to even try.
That's too bad.
I think my days of swooning are potentially
Swooning?
over. And swooning.
I don't think you
When
swooned.
I sing, I swoon.
I don't think anybody swooned for you.
Let me just say this. When I sang, what are you getting now? What kind of text
A
message?
text from my friend David Michael Hahn.
Somebody saying something about me?
No.
Because here's what I'll do. I'll track them down.
He didn't say anything about you. Relax. He does want to impress you at my birthday dinner.
Don't know if I'll go this year.
What?
We'll take a break. When we come back, we will do a Bob and Jeff draft. Current and past quarterbacks who play or played for teams currently in the AFC West. The coin flip will mean a lot.
It will.
We'll be back.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Walk the dogs, school drop-off, meetings from 10 to 3, take kids to soccer, then no time left for a jog.
When everyone else is relying on you, it's easy to put your needs last. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist online, so you can show up for yourself the way you do for others. Visit BetterHelp.com/positive to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/positive.
Reimagine this holiday season with more capability and more adventure in Kia's Ever-Ready lineup. This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is offering great deals on the capable Sorrento and the spacious Sportage, and deals on even more vehicles like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and explore all your newfound possibilities by enjoying Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 1/2/24.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
All right, time for the Bob and Jeff draft here. We haven't done this in a while, but we're going to do it today. We each pick 8 performers, in this case, quarterbacks who have either played currently with a team in the AFC West or played in the past with one of the current AFC West teams. Let's get your coin out and get going here.
We'll call it.
I'll call heads.
What is it?
I don't know. What is it?
Look at it.
It's heads.
Okay.
So I get to either go first or defer, and this seems like an easy deferral.
It does?
It does.
Well, now we can't ask Max. That's the problem. Because when I take Patrick Mahomes, then...
Well, that's the obvious one to take if you have the first pick, which I chose not to do this time. I chose to go a different way.
I want Max to evaluate this impartially. So
well,
I will take...
He will.
So I will take Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, your pick.
Yeah.
It gets a little dicey as we move along here to come up with 16 quarterbacks.
Maybe. We'll have to find out exactly what the strategies are.
I will start with, now, are we weighing these quarterbacks on their performance with these teams or just their historical significance?
Well, that's tough. I would say with these teams would be.
Of course you would. Because you just
well, fine.
Patrick
Take
Mahomes.
Joe Montana if you want to.
I will take John Elway and we should have stipulated they had to play at least 3 seasons.
Fine.
With the team.
Okay, well, let's consider that stipulated.
I'll take Elway and Manning.
Lame.
What do you mean lame?
I don't like that. I will select. So you say we have to take somebody from every team.
Somebody from every team.
So I will get a Raider out of the way and take Kenny the Snake Stabler.
Okay.
And I will take a Charger and go with Dan Fouts.
Darn it. That's what I had in my sights. I will take a Charger. Let me make sure here.
You have 2 Broncos.
Yes. I will take a Charger. Now remember, the stipulation is 3 seasons with the team. This quarterback.
But we're also weighing the performance with the team.
This quarterback spent 4 years with the Chargers, and his name is Drew Brees.
And he was not very good.
That's not up to you to worry about.
He was not very good with the Chargers.
So I have taken care of. I will take the next player. I will take will be from the Chiefs. So I will only need a Denver. Wait a minute. Who will I need?
Raider.
A Raider quarterback. Lynn Dawson. I fear this thing's over.
I don't think so. All right, I'm going to take another Raider to get you a little bit down that list, and Jim Plunkett. And I don't need to take a Bronco yet necessarily, unless you swoop in. I guess you always could do that. I will take... Man, this gets really difficult at this point. I guess the third best Broncos quarterback is Jake Plummer.
That's who you're taking?
Yeah.
Well, this baby is over. I mean, this
Drew
thing,
Brees did nothing with the Chargers.
I'll take Darryl LaMonica, who, by the way, is one of the most successful Raiders quarterbacks ever.
Yeah, he's 4th.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
And who do I still need? I still need
anything.
I still need a. No, I'm good. So I will take John Hadle.
Well, that's embarrassing.
From the Chargers.
Wasn't even on my list.
I've got 6 for 6 Hall of Famers.
Whoop-de-doo.
6 for 6 Hall of Famers.
Great. I will take Phillip Rivers.
You can't stand Phillip Rivers.
Well, I'm trying to win a game here. And my other pick, God, this is terrible. Well, he won an MVP. I'll give it to him. Rich Gannon.
Oh my goodness.
He won an MVP.
Rich Gannon.
Yeah, he won an MVP award.
is your choice.
You know, they don't just hand those out to anybody.
Why are you getting upset?
Because you frustrated me.
Why are you getting upset? All-time quarterbacks, the theme here in our Bob and Jeff draft, as long as they either play currently in the AFC West or they have played for one of the teams in the AFC West, there are no current quarterbacks outside of, I'll take Russell Wilson. And how good is that?
Again, not great with Denver.
Yeah, but he's an all-time great quarterback.
With Seattle.
Right.
So
and Russell Wilson, he's in his third year in Denver, right, or second? Is he eligible?
I don't think he's eligible.
He's not eligible. And I'm the one who caught that, by the way.
Good for you.
Let's see here. I will take Trent Green from the Kansas City Chiefs, who had remarkable success there. And then my final quarterback has to be someone from, man, where do you go?
I don't know.
Where does one go? You know where one goes? Gosh, would I? No, I better not. Wouldn't take Alex Smith, would I?
I don't know. That's up to you, man.
I think I'll take Alex Smith. So my team is finished. You have one more to pick.
I'll just go Herbert.
Justin Herbert, currently the quarterback of the Chargers. Read your 8, please, for the listening audience.
Patrick Mahomes, Ken Stabler, Dan Fouts, Jim Plunkett, Jake Plummer, Phillip Rivers, Rich Gannon, and Justin Herbert.
My 8, John Elway, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. My goodness.
Drew Brees did nothing with the Chargers.
Lynn Dawson. Oh, did Lynn Dawson not do anything?
Yeah.
Darryl LaMonica, John Hadle, Trent Green, and Alex Smith. Let's go to our producer, engineer Max, who gets to make his judgment, and then we'll put it out on X, formerly known as Twitter, where this will be the runaway of all runaways, even though Jeff picked Patrick Mahomes with his number 1 pick. He fell into that trap. What do you think, Max?
I'm impressed that he took Phillip Rivers, that's for sure. He hates him. Good for...
I do not like Phillip Rivers.
No.
He wants to win, though, he said.
Yeah, he was at that point a good value pick for me in the 6th round.
And Breeze wasn't horrible.
Who won it, Max?
Breeze wasn't horrible with San Diego.
But he wasn't good.
He was all right. I mean, I don't see why they chose to stay with Rivers over him, but it wasn't my decision.
Now, we love Drew Brees.
I think he was hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt in an All-Star, the Pro Bowl.
And he was so good that the Chargers had the number 1 pick.
Drew Brees was a very good player in San Diego, by the way. So, you know, Max, who has the best list here?
Well, you have Elway and Manning. There's four Super Bowls right there. Yeah.
Right.
And you know.
All right, thank you.
And Elway, you know, at that advanced age, running the ball and getting helicoptered. Yeah, Bob's list is stronger.
Didn't Stabler win 2?
He won 1. The Raiders won 1.
He won 1.
Well, did Plunkett win 1? Because didn't the Raiders win 2 in that era?
Won 6.
6?
My goodness.
LaMonica. When did he win 6 with?
Darryl LaMonica was fantastic. Loved him. Raiders quarterback for 12 years. Yeah, Darryl LaMonica was the player of the year in the AFL twice.
AFL?
Yeah, in the AFL.
I never saw
before
him
it
play.
merged.
I have no idea.
Well, he's a player of the year twice. What do you want? My goodness. Just a phenomenal player. All right, I win it. According to Max, we'll get it out on Twitter.
Did he say you won?
Yeah, of course he did.
Interesting.
Max, did I win?
Yes. Even though
Okay,
Jeff had
thank
2 snakes, Jake the Snake Plumber and Snake Stabler.
That's right.
A lefty, no less.
Not bad. But Jeff got caught without much to go to, with inferior knowledge. That's what cost him in this
Drew
game.
Brees.
Yeah, Drew Brees, Lynn Dawson, Darryl LaMonica, John
Drew Brees
Hadle.
with the Chargers was nothing.
Well, that's just false. He was outstanding.
No, he wasn't.
He was 11-4 his final year there. So, yeah, Drew Brees did fantastic. As we make our way through a Monday edition, through COVID.
Yeah, sort of.
Well, I mean, still some lingering effects, but through the roughest part.
Yeah.
Last week is a blur.
It was rough.
I didn't say it was rough. I said it's a blur.
Rough for me.
Really?
Yeah, Thursday through Monday, probably the worst. Started getting a little better, but then, just kind of hung around. Kept testing positive, finally testing negative.
Feel like I was in a trance for most of the week last week. Just kind of, I don't even really remember anything.
Got a lot of rest.
I don't know how much rest I got.
Really?
Quit putting words in my mouth.
Well, I did, so I'm talking about me.
I didn't sleep at night, hardly at all.
Sorry to hear that. Still trying to get my sleep schedule kind of back on track.
Got a new bed. We've made some subtle changes that allows the sleep to be a little better.
Like
you know that area between your mattress and the headboard?
Yeah.
Where pillows tend to fall into the abyss?
Yeah, I don't like that.
We figured out. We got something and put a wedge in there so that the pillows don't slip in there.
But doesn't your head kind of now go up against that wedge? And
Not at all.
Okay.
Put pillows over it.
Weird.
What?
How many pillows do you have? Good
a lot. I have a lot of pillows.
I guess so.
I caress one as I sleep.
Of course. I don't know why you need to caress it.
Well, because I caress it. That's why.
Maybe you just hold it.
No, I caress it.
Why don't you caress your wife?
I do, but not while we're sleeping.
But you caress a pillow.
Sure.
Okay.
The pillow doesn't know any better. The pillow's not thinking you're up to something at 2 in the morning.
Well, you don't know that.
You start caressing your wife and all hell breaks loose. If you know what I mean.
I don't.
Why don't you know what I mean?
I'm just not sure where you're going with any of that.
Anyway, what'd you do over the weekend?
Watched a lot of basketball on Saturday. Well, no, I mean I watched KU and then the Pacers. Yesterday, kind of slept a lot.
Are you still into the Pacers?
Yes, very much so.
That just shocks me.
Why?
I don't know. It just surprises me.
It kind of surprises me too, but here we are.
I didn't think you'd really go for this.
I somehow did.
And you're going to watch them play Detroit tonight.
Yeah, big one. Four game road trip.
You're going to watch this game against Detroit.
I am, yes.
It seems like there's a lot of other things you could be doing.
Well, I like the Pacers. I can't really explain it to you, but just consider them my team.
Well, I don't get it. Tonight, if I'm going to watch anything sports-wise, it's probably going to be some level of college basketball, right?
We have Big Monday. Is that starting yet? Is something going on?
There might not be any games to watch. Isn't Memphis already playing?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I thought they played a couple days ago.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no games tonight.
There isn't?
There's games, but there's nothing interesting.
Nothing that tickles your fancy?
Nothing good. Nothing at all in Division I basketball tonight.
That's
Tomorrow
no good.
night, that could be a different story. Wichita State not back on the hardwood until Saturday against former Valley member Southern Illinois.
Do you see how much tickets are going for?
I do not.
So you can't get in the door on GoShockers.com if you're buying tickets for less than $40 for Southern Illinois. For Memphis, you can't get in for less than $60.
Well, they're going to have a lot of people who aren't getting in the door.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Well, that's the going rate, isn't it?
$60 to sit in the last row?
I don't know. I'm not in that world anymore. I'm not in that world.
Seems to me expensive, but if that's the going rate and that's fair, then that's fair. But seems to me like you'd be pricing some folks out.
Well, we'll see. It's a night out. I don't know. I'm not going to pay 60. Not in my realm.
I wouldn't think so.
And we'll see. I don't know. You're just hitting me with that, like I'm supposed to have this opinion.
Well, have an opinion.
Well, I don't. I'd have to see the context of it.
I just gave it to you.
Why? Were you thinking about going to a game?
No, I was informed that tickets are kind of exorbitant.
Well, when Kevin Saul's on the show soon, we'll ask him about it.
We will.
Do we want to do a Wichita Treasure show with Brent Kimnitz?
I would think so.
Why don't you let him know? And
I got to let him know?
Yeah. I got a lot to do here after the show today.
I'm going to forget.
And come up with a date for a Wichita
Probably my
Treasure
birthday.
Well, I don't care about your birthday. That's not a treasure.
I'm just saying that's a nice...
Are you trying to say you're a treasure?
That's a festive day. No,
Are
I'm not...
you a Wichita treasure?
I don't think so.
What would make you a Wichita treasure?
I don't know. 30 more years?
Doing this?
Doing something publicly, but I don't know. I don't want to consider myself a treasure. No one knows who I am.
Do you have a fan base out there?
I don't think so.
What if you do and you don't know it? You probably got a few people. Don't some people reach out to you and say, "Hey, I enjoy you on the radio"?
Not really.
Nobody does that.
I don't think so. I mean, a couple, I guess. I get good Twitter interaction a lot of times, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't. If I do anything with Twitter, it's going to be dropping it.
I get that. Go to Threads or something.
I'm not doing any Threads, any Twitter.
Blue Sky.
Any Blue Sky, any Orange Cream. I'm not doing any of that.
Please don't.
I don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Well, no, seriously.
You're done?
I am so tempted to get off Twitter almost every day of my life.
Then what's...
I don't know, because the Cardinals. That's the hold over me they have. The Cardinals.
Then just...
I live to consume Cardinals news. And
you feel like you need to interact with Cardinals
I do.
news. Well, then that's a problem. Like my Pacers account, just Pacers stuff, right? I don't talk to anybody on it. Just read it.
I like the give and take to some degree about the Cardinals.
I get it. I understand.
I got a lot of thoughts about the Cardinals.
I know.
I was a sports columnist for 21 years of my life. I'm in that realm. These clowns that think they know, please give me a break.
Some know.
There's a few. There's a few.
Viva Alberto, so they give you good content.
I like that. I love that side. Yes. Anybody who gives me Cardinals news, like prospects news, draft news, that kind of stuff, I eat it up.
Well, let's check MLB trade rumors, make sure we haven't missed any big stories.
I'm telling you, we haven't. I'm on top of it. If the Cardinals had made a move, this phone that I'm holding in my left hand would be going off the rails.
Royals are trying to get some pitching.
Right, I already knew that. Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, they've talked with Waka. They've talked with Flaherty.
I already knew that.
I know.
You trying to give me news?
No, I'm just trying to inform the people.
Well, if the Royals could beef up their rotation even a little bit, if you added Stroman and Seth Lugo to go with who's the left-hander, Cole Reagan?
Reagan, Singer, and Lyles is there.
You'd have a rotation.
Maybe.
No, you would have rotation.
I don't know how good Lugo is.
He's pretty good.
Lyles, don't know.
Lyles would be your number 5.
Singer hasn't proven it.
You got to hope for a bounce back.
And Stroman at the end of last year was awful.
But he's injured. So you get those guys, and you're talking a little bit more seriously about a rotation.
Maybe.
And that's what the Royals need. They got to figure out this drafting. Trying to draft a rotation did not work for them.
It worked for the position players, it seems like, for a few of them anyway.
Maybe. Outside of Bobby Witt and Vinny Pasquantino, who else?
Well, they didn't draft Perez, but he's a homegrown guy.
Yeah, he's been playing since the 70s. Who else you talking about?
Well, we'll see what MJ Melendez gives us.
Not high on MJ Melendez.
Nick Prado.
Not high on Nick Prado.
No reason to be at the moment.
I'm high on Vinny Pasquantino and Bobby Witt Jr.
Well, if Vinny can come back from his injury,
he will.
Healthy. It's shoulder. It's tough.
He will. Guy's tough as nails.
I've never met him.
You ever met a guy named Vinny?
Not that I know of.
Right.
I knew of Vince.
Right then and there, you're tough.
You think that's tougher than Vince?
Of course it is.
Vince McMahon?
If they called him Vinny McMahon, we'd have some trouble.
Yeah, he'd probably be into some stuff.
You'd have your Italian and your Irish mixed together, and look out for those people.
I don't know. That's tough.
You can't hang with me, can
Sure
you?
I can.
Nah, this is why.
What do you mean?
This is showing the people
What do you think you're showing?
that I can hang.
Good job.
I got my puppy dog down here. By the way, we barely left one another side for a whole week. It was awesome.
Yeah. She took care of you.
She did take care of me. She's a great caretaker. All right, tomorrow on the show, what are we going to do? You got any ideas?
I guess we have a game.
We will have a game. We'll bring Dude in for the three-man booth on Thursday of this week, and we'll get through it. Lots of basketball talk here on the Bob and Jeff Show. Thanks to Max back in the booth on the east side. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Walk the dogs, school drop-off, meetings from 10 to 3, take kids to soccer, then no time left for a jog.
When everyone else is relying on you, it's easy to put your needs last. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist online, so you can show up for yourself the way you do for others. Visit BetterHelp.com/positive to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/positive.
Reimagine this holiday season with more capability and more adventure in Kia's ever-ready lineup. This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is offering great deals on the capable Sorrento and the spacious Sportage, and deals on even more vehicles like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and explore all your newfound possibilities by enjoying Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 1/2/24.